Hello all, how are you today? I hope you're enjoying my videos that I'm trying to get out there with short summaries. And if you want to me to summarize different topics, I would also look into that. Please comment on the videos and like them, and let me know your feedback. So, Home Depot has posted today actually that they are high in sales. So, many large and small businesses and companies have been affected by the pandemic. But home improvement retailers were actually not that effective. And in fact, they had the higher than usual sales, and one of them was Home Depot for sure. So in the latest quarter, Home Depot has posted higher sales, and therefore Home Depot's expenses have increased rapidly as it increased workers' pays and benefits. So in the fiscal first quarter, the sales were $28.26 billion as compared to $26.38 billion a year earlier. And analysts had actually forecasted that it would be $27.56 billion. So it was definitely much more than that. So the period from February to May, overall profit had increased 6.4% and 7.5% in the United States, which is Home Depot said that. Now, one of the major roles that contributed the rise in profits, it came from the do-it-yourself projects, because people had now more time on hand and they were following stay-at-home orders during this global crisis outbreak. CEO Craig Mensier said that clearly the customer is re-engaged with DIY. Craig said during the quarter, the number of transactions fell significantly as people had limited their store trips. But customers had spent a total average of $74.70 per transaction, like an average amount, which went up 11% from a year earlier. And the digital platform was also a major lead of rise in sales. The sales grew by about 80% in the quarter. So online shopping versus over in person was the best way and the most convenient and safest way to purchase items. According to Home Depot's chief financial officer, who is Richard McPhail, he said that demand for buying online and picking up in store really took off too. Besides grocery supermarket chains, Home Depot was also among those that remained open throughout the whole lockdown rules, and that led them to do really well in the pandemic. And besides Home Depot, other retailers such as Walmart also did really well. They reported in the latest quarter, global sales increased 8.6% to $134.62 billion. Home Depot took also important moves to support its employees, which were added costs to the company. So most of the added costs were mostly from paid leave expenses. They also gave higher overtime pay, which actually has carried on into the second quarter. So the total expenses were $6.4 billion, which went up 17% from a year earlier. But overall, Home Depot's performance has been very, very well so far this year. And since the start of this year, 2020, the company's shares have increased about 10%. Good job.